Okay, so to recap last time, Darvin was kind of busy cleaning off all the hair that pretty much unloaded inside his own robes, and the other three went back into the dungeon and did a bunch of exploring. Found some weird thing made out of flesh, teeth, and eyes that nearly killed what's his face, Varus. Then you guys found a bunch of alcohol. Some of it was the best alcohol you've ever tasted. You guys went through some crazy ideas and finally got it up the stairs into your wagon and brought it back home. Then you guys learned that dismantling locks and mist-filled rooms takes a while, and probably to get some thieves' tools. And then the final lesson is to stop fiddling with everything because it involves nightmare fuel. You guys ended up having your adventures cut short when Nazmir was knocked unconscious for 24 hours, and his time sleeping was spent with nightmare-induced visions and weird stuff that he doesn't really understand. All right, so since Nazmir didn't wake up until literally the end of the day, you guys pretty much just called it a night, and you guys were going to continue the next morning. Partway through the night, you actually start hearing bells ringing as it seems like someone set off the alarm for the town to get the militia up and moving. So apparently something's going on in the middle of the night.
Is that what wakes me up?
Yeah. I mean, for you, you're probably like unable to sleep anyway.
Okay, right.
After your 24-hour
Okay,
nightmare-induced nap.
All right, well, I'd like to go outside and see what's going on exactly. I assume that there's going to be people running around.
Yeah,
Because,
there's some commotion. Some people are yelling and stuff like that. It's a bit further away from the farm. It's definitely in the direction of the standing stones. Um, and pretty much everyone's awake at this point, including Johnny, even though he sleeps like a log.
It's true. I do. I guess with the alarms going off, I'll throw on armor, grab all my stuff or whatever, and head out.
Okay. All right. So assuming everyone heads in that direction, it's the middle of night, so you can see torchlight up ahead as there's a whole lot of militia, including the militia captain there. There's a pretty much the two guards that were standing guard were pretty much like waving people over and you know panicking, yeah, to put bluntly.
actually, wait, Johnny, does your family have weapons?
It's mom and a bunch of kids, so not really, aside from like pitchforks or something. Maybe like an old sword that the dad would use.
Okay, I'll leave my crossbow with your family, actually, then.
Okie dokie. All right. Well, Bill, if you can hear me, there's alarms going off in the town. Pretty much the militia is mobilized and they've headed towards the standing stones. It's right now the middle of the night. You can see torchlight up ahead, because humans can't see at night really. And yeah, you guys are there. You can see the two people that were supposed to be keeping watch pretty. They're kind of pale white because they've been thoroughly freaked out.
Is Garrett here?
Yeah, he's here. He's pretty much trying to calm down the two individuals.
Then yeah, I'd like to run up to him.
Okay.
Yeah, we should definitely be part of the conversation also.
Okay. Well, he's definitely trying to figure out what the hell has happened. You can apparently there was a whole lot of hissing coming from the stairs, kind of like usual. And then a lot of skittering as anywhere from 20 to 30 humanoid spider individuals just rushed out of the hole. The two guards did not stick around. They pretty much fled and started, yelling the British were coming at that point, and didn't really see where they went. So they were pretty freaked out when they saw the giant spiders. Beyond that, though, it doesn't. I mean, there's right now militia all over the place, kind of mobilizing, but there hasn't really been any. It's kind of they've been having trouble tracking tracking where they went simply because it's in the middle of the night. You can, with the torchlight, you can definitely see that the ground's been thoroughly trampled on, and you can guess they probably headed towards the north, which would be towards the forest. But beyond that, right now they're just sending militia up north to see if any farms are being attacked or anything like that. So far, there hasn't been any word of anything.
Well, guys, I think we should go along with those patrols. If not with them, then along the same sort of path, so that we can see where these people are and what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Garrett is right now with you guys, and he kind of shakes his head. He's like, "No, we can handle this. I mean, we need someone to make sure that nothing else comes out of this freaking hole. If you guys haven't I guess you guys can start early this today, as far as going into that hole and preventing the next swarm of whatever that hell that was, and keep it from coming out."
Well, all right, but only if you're sure, Garrett.
Yeah, I mean, there's not. I mean, the fact that we're pretty much running through the night, it's going to be pretty hard to track them down. So you guys are probably better off just going down more familiar terrain. I mean, you guys are the only people that have really been down there. So.
Is what's her name? Area around at all?
And you do not see her. Since she stays at the hunter shack, it's unlikely she even heard the alarms, because she's all the way up at the forest.
Would she ever at any point in time, like, does she defend the town too, or does she just kind of chill in that lodge and do her own thing?
Well, I mean, most of the stuff is handled by the militia. As far as what she does, her business is usually in the forest and hunting particular game, I guess. You don't really know too much because you don't really visit her, and your last visit went so well before.
I think it went okay. Then I'd suggest to Garrett that if they need help tracking, to go to her.
Yeah, we know. We already have people heading that direction.
All right.
All right. If you guys have any final preparation, go ahead and do it now. Otherwise, you can feel free to head down into the tunnels.
I think I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm pretty good to go.
Yeah, we better figure this out fast.
All right. All right. So you guys head down, and it's that mist-covered room as always. You don't. I mean, at this point, you guys have been up and down these stairs so many freaking times. Oh, by the way, it smells awful down these stairs now because it's covered in vinegar. But besides that, it's been well traveled on. So there's not really that much dust on the ground anymore. And you can't really see any tracks in the mist room anyway because it's freaking covered in mist.
All right, let's check out that door then.
All right, which door are you checking out?
That one probably, because I'm assuming that's where they all came from.
Okay, go ahead and move your guys, I guess. All right, trying the door, it's not locked and it's not stuck. You can open it easily enough.
All right, then let's do so.
Okay. So I guess so the webbing's still up as far as you can check, but other than that, there's not really much remaining in here. There's no bodies or anything like that. There's maybe some blood stains just from previous fights and all that stuff. Maybe some scorch marks here and there, but other than that, it's pretty empty.
Is the web wall still up?
Yeah, that one's still up.
I see.
I want to walk up to the web wall and see if I see anybody or anything.
Okay. You don't see anything. Yeah, and all the doors are shut.
Hmm.
We did find another way out of this place when we were here last, didn't we?
Yeah, but it led into the same hallway that you're in right now.
Ah.
I guess since we're over here, can I like call out to like, hello?
All right.
Anyone home?
I mean, you call out and you don't hear. Well, I mean, you can make perception checks, but I'll go ahead and say right now you don't really hear anything.
All right, then. I don't really want to burn this web down again. It didn't
I'll do
go
it. I
well.
don't care.
What are you doing, Darvin?
I said I'll burn it down. I don't care.
Well, it's up to you guys.
If he starts, I'm gonna stop him and go, hold on, this didn't really work out the best last time.
Yeah, but last time there were guards. There aren't guards this time. What could go wrong?
A lot. A lot could
Don't-
still go wrong.
Don't ask what could go wrong. Do me a favor and stop asking that.
Is the stuff that I left last time in front of the web still there?
No, it's not.
Nefarious.
But I mean, it's been 3-4 days since you put those
Right.
things down.
Right, and it was for them. I wasn't gonna go, all right, fix these backsies. I was just curious. Oh man, I can't really think of another way through, but I don't know. Team vote. Who wants to try to burn down the web and see if anybody's inside?
I'll burn it.
All right, you got your casters are already voting for fire. And
He beat me to it.
Yeah, but he used like a cigarette lighter. All right. Well,
Flick.
so Varus has begun casting fire spells. Are you gonna stop him, or are you gonna let him do it? Well, and so is Darvin.
I'll let. Well, they're obviously already doing it, but I'll just say if anybody comes out, we gotta stop. We have to stop.
Agreed.
I mean, right now you've singed away a small foot-size hole into it, which it's 5 feet deep, so it's gonna take a little bit to punch through. But you're not hearing any alarm, and Varus is still firing, and so is Darvin. So unless you want to physically stop them, I'm gonna go ahead and say they're gonna burn through these webs.
No.
All
They're doing their thing.
All right, I'll go ahead and remove it. All right, so
Doing
webs are burned away.
We have
Wizards,
more
no
doors to
sense
look
of
at.
right or wrong.
Well, you don't hear any cries of alarm. You don't hear the skittering of a billion footsteps like before. You're not pincushioned with a lot of javelins. So this is far different from your last time punching through this web.
I'd say so. I haven't died yet for one.
Oh man, you have now stepped further down this hallway than you have previously. Congratulations.
All right, what do you guys wish to do?
Achievement unlocked. Knock on this door. This very first door. Give it a little knock.
So,
A polite
so
knock.
Johnny goes in and has his hand up to knock, and Varus just opens the door. So the door opens. Let me reveal this. Okay, so this room it's large. It's a large room, and you can see just a whole lot of like web cocoons, like lighting like across the walls and like on the floor. And in the back area, you can see even a much larger cocoon. This is quite possibly where a lot of those guards that you wrecked were probably sleeping.
Mm-mm.
You can see the remains of a fire pit. Varus, you don't see anything on the ceiling besides a lot of webbing. Let's see. Let's see. There's about 10 human-sized web cocoons that are hanging from the high ceiling. There's also a much larger cocoon measuring in about 10 feet in diameter that hangs from the ceiling near the center of the west wall.
I
Does it
think
look
Barry
like
should
they're-
go poke it.
Yeah. Does it look like they're completely encased right now?
You can investigate it. Right, from what you can see, they look kind of like, very large cocoons. All right.
Okay. Yeah, let's check those out.
Varus, are you looking at the small cocoons or the very large one? All right. I'll say that you start with the small ones. So, messing with it, you can find kind of ways to maybe open it. It's made out. It's definitely not as hardened as their like web weapons, but it's definitely like somewhat solid webbing, kind of something to use like to sleep in, for the most part. Let's see. Inside some of the small cocoons, you find some silver coins in there. Looking at through all the 10 small cocoons, you find 167 silver.
Is that all that was in them?
In the small ones, you guys haven't looked in the large one yet.
Right. How big
I
were
want to go look at
small
the
ones?
large one.
Okay, go ahead and do your investigation then.
I find Dick.
All right. You do find a way to open it, and it looks like it can fit a lot more people in there. But other than that, you don't seem to find anything. There might have been a lot more stuff in here, but it looks like this place has been kind of cleared out. All right. Anything else you guys are gonna do in this room?
I have a suspicion about these things. I suspect something chased him out of here.
I don't
They've
know.
had plenty
Seems-
of time. They've had plenty of time to leave on their own, and they were guarding against something before we showed up.
Right. What would we change about this place besides fucking up their whole world?
Yeah, we fucked up a lot of stuff actually. Now that you say it that way, we kind of went through every single room and systematically disabled absolutely everything, or stole it.
Right.
Finders keepers, get it right.
Right. Well, no, maybe they felt unsafe because we were here and murdered absolutely everything.
Right. And they hadn't built up any sort of defense against the other things in the dungeon, just against us.
Let's check these last few doors real quick and then get out of this hallway and then try to draw some conclusions.
Sounds good.
Okay. Where are you heading, Johnny? Okay. Are you gonna knock or are you just gonna open it?
I'm gonna try to knock, but I mean, if Varus opens
Open
it before I
it.
knock, then I can't help it.
You don't get an answer and you open it. So this door is a bit heavier than the other ones. Looking at the other side of the door, you notice that it had something that allowed it to be barred from that side. but obviously since you were able to open it, it wasn't barred this time. And let's see. The floors, walls, and ceilings of this chamber are completely cloaked in pearl gray webbing. Other than that, at least in this main room, it looks like there are kind of some stones and that are kind of acting as like places to sit and maybe as some tables. But beyond that, you don't really see very much. You guys can go ahead and make investigation checks once you guys get into the room. All right. Darvin, looking through, you don't really find much of anything. There's a lot of web cocoons, kind of similar to the ones in the other room. You like looking around, you might find some like pieces of clothing and stuff, maybe some shoes, some rags and stuff like that that were apparently not taken with. Other than that, it looks like this place has just been cleared out. There is an opening that leads to another room, if you guys want to check that out.
Yeah, I'll head up and peek around the corner.
Okay. So this room had its own fair share of webbing. It also seemed to be kind of like a you see a lot of animal bones from various types of animals, probably cows, pigs, maybe a few chickens. But
Well, that
nothing
explains
living.
the cattle disappearances.
What's that?
I said, well, that explains the cattle disappearances.
It does match some of the things that went missing.
Am I able to tell how recent these bones are?
You would have to make either knowledge. You either have to make a nature check or you have to make a medicine check, whichever.
Both I'm super proficient in. I'll take a shot with nature.
Okay. Super proficient, are you?
So much. These are definitely cattle bones, guys.
I will say that from your conversation with Arya when you're delivering the eggs, this might be somewhat of an answer of how these things were living down here, because there's not obviously no real food source down here.
You know, I have to wonder though, how are they getting food before the stone got pushed over?
That's kind of the big question. Last door?
You said it's only cattle bones that we see in this room, right?
Yeah, cattle, like sheep. There might some of them. There were a few deer, but they were kind of the majority of it was like farm type animals rather than wildlife.
Right, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, you can see some racks and stuff that are probably used as things for like hanging animals and things like that that are being skinned or turned to food. All right, so you're opening this door.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, door's unlocked. Let's see. Oh yeah, are you guys? I'm assuming Darvin's using light spells and stuff since half our group can't see in dark.
Kind of default, everyone's weapon gloves.
Yeah, well, you're the only person that knows a light spell apparently. They had to use torches last time.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, we were like barbarians. It was like a dark age.
You learned about fire. Okay, let's see. So this room, you can see kind of maybe a chain hanging from the ceiling that probably used to hang a lantern, but there isn't there. It's just empty now. The room itself kind of has a table in the center. There's some clay pots here and there, but beyond that, this room is empty and looks like it's been cleared out.
Can you describe the table a little more?
It's a standard stone table. There's some stone benches around. It's hard to say if this room was used for dining or if it was for planning or what, because there's nothing on the tables that really gives any hint of anything.
Okay.
I open this door.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's check it out.
Let's see. Okay. The door is unlocked. And this final room. This room is completely webbed. The webbing is a little bit more translucent and kind of glimmers of silver. There is a human-sized cocoon that hangs from the ceiling from the southwest. You can see some like drawers and some concavities and stuff in the walls that are probably used for storage. But beyond that, there doesn't appear to be anyone or anything in this room.
I'd like to check out the webbing.
Okay. It just seems to be a little bit more well-made webbing compared to the others.
All right, is it?
And somehow Vars gets himself cocooned.
Is it as strong as the other stuff?
Yeah, it's just kind of just fancier looking.
Huh. Okay.
I mean,
I'm
you
gonna
guys haven't really
investigate
done any thorough tests comparing webs and stuff. Usually you guys just burn the shit.
Fair enough.
I'm investigating the cocoon.
Okay. Searching through the cocoon. It looks like it's just a sleeping place. If there was anything in here, there isn't any more.
Well, if we've managed to explore everything we can find up here, what say we go down to the second floor?
We can go try the unicorn horn again.
No, I'm not that sleepy.
You guys want to go down the large stairwell or the spiral staircase?
Whatever one's closer.
Let's go down the big one.
So you're going down to that one? Okay. Go ahead and move yourselves down there. Okay. Alright, so you guys start descending down the staircase. It's pretty much pitch black besides your little light spells and what you can see with your dark vision. It goes down about 20 feet, and then it kind of reaches a landing point, and then it switches back and continues down another flight of stairs. Once you got down about 20 feet, the well-made like stone structure gives way to a very open cavernous area. And you guys can see, let's see. You can see it's a very open area. You can't really, with your light spells and even with your dark vision, you're kind of limited on how far you can see from where you're at. But it definitely, it's a very big cavern.
So it just opens up.
Yeah.
Does it go upward?
What, the
You know, like,
stairs or the?
The cavern. Does it open up like upward as well, or is it like level with us and then?
It's pretty much it like once the stone, the solid stone walls gave way to like an actual cavern. It kind of is it does have a little bit of an upward slope to it, but not very much. Most of it's just all the way it kind of expands outwards. You can see it's gradually, well, not gradually, but it eventually kind of hits a sheer wall with your dark. You can see that with your dark vision, and it goes far down, about 60 more feet down from where you're at. So counting the 20 feet you went down, this is about 80 feet worth of stairs.
Right. Okay.
And the stone shelves that you guys have been kind of switching back on are about 10 foot by 10 foot.
Mm-hmm. Hell, does it look natural?
Yeah, it seems like this is more natural cavernous. I mean, as far as how it was formed and stuff, I mean, it's big, but I mean, I guess you're not really sure one way or the other.
Right. My character's no geologist. I'm just wondering if it looks like a cave or if it looks like.
Yeah, it looks
digging
like a
into it.
cave.
Okay.
Definitely a change from your more structured areas that you've been going through.